Hi guys, welcome back. This week I am attempting another drawing challenge. So this one is for the whole month of March and it consists of 4 prompts and it's all along the theme of gardens. Whoever thought up this idea, this theme for drawing prompt, bless you, because it is so inspiring and so beautiful. It's lush, it's all about plants, it's about nature, but it can also be this whole world. You know, a garden can be an entire world of its own with creatures and animals and people. It's just the kind of world that I find my imagination goes to quite naturally. So it's something I did last year and I loved it. And actually, that was when I got one of my first collaborations. Someone approached me on Instagram from a shop called Jolly Gem Shop. She does diamond painting, and she asked me if she could use my artwork in her store for the diamond paintings. And I was so excited. I couldn't believe that someone had found me on Instagram with such a small account. So I've just enjoyed collaborating with her. And since then, we've put a lot more of my artworks up in the store. But one of the first ones was from Marsh Garden Escape last year. And they were just these dreamy, lush gardenscapes. Anyway, we're doing another set of those paintings and I'll run you through the prompts in a minute and we'll talk them over. One of the prompts has a dragon's den in it and I think that's just so awesome. I already have an idea of how the dragon's going to look. We'll just dive into it. We'll start with sketching and then we'll move on to painting. Obviously, it's a challenge for the entire month, so I will be doing one painting per week. You can see the sped up process. Hear my thoughts as I go through all the brainstorming. Most likely some struggles and some hassles, which almost always comes up, but that always means you're growing. So I'm always grateful when I know that there's a little bit of a struggle and I know I'm learning something new. All right, March Garden Escape. We have 4 prompts. The first week is Magical Tea Garden, as you can see here on the bottom left. And they also challenge you to add some hidden objects. So we'll see what we'll add into this first one. And we also have our lovely hosts over here. It's quite a list. You can pause to have a look if you want. And if you want to follow along with this challenge in March, go to #GardenEscape 2024 and you can see all the fun we're having. Next up, we are sketching. I am delving into Pinterest as usual, looking at all my references and then using those references to come up with creative ideas. So a lot of the time, I'm first just copying straight from a photo, and then the rest of the time, I'm combining things that I like in the photos into some brand new idea that is sparked from those sketches. So I just like to fill up an entire spread so that my creativity can just start flowing. So, you know, I don't get all blocked and nervous because then I just can't think straight. So this is just a great way for me to relax and to ease into the process. I also decided to use the brown paper in my Fabriano artist sketchbook. As you can see, they have brown and white paper. It's quite a light beige color, but I thought it would be an interesting challenge to use a beige colored paper as the background and see how I can make use of it in the transparencies of the paint. I created another little character for this scene. It's a tiny little sprite. He's a gooseberry sprite. And these are the gooseberries from my garden that inspired the lantern. I had a choice between using one of my two gouache sets. This is the Caran d'Ache gouache. It's a dry pan set, and you reactivate it with water. Then I also have my Artex gouaches, which are jelly gouaches. They are already wet, and they have a very creamy jelly-like consistency. For this artwork, I decided to use the Caran d'Ache dry pans. And here we have my supplementary Artex white gouache pan. My husband gifted this to me last year, and I only needed it now because my white has finally run out. And this was going to prove to be probably the biggest challenge of the entire project, because this paint had dried out. And typically when a gouache dries out, you just add water and smooth it out, and you're ready to go. But this was like trying to dissolve bits of plastic. That is what it felt like I was doing. It was almost as if I had to grind it to get it smooth. So much of the time I spent on this painting was doing this, grinding up the paint to a smooth consistency with my palette knife. guys. I just realized I was recording my outro and I lost all the footage because I wasn't recording. So here's take 2. So the painting's completed. It took me a few days to get it done, and that was not at all the plan. I wanted to get it done in one day because I was already one day behind on the challenge. But luckily I have a few more days before the next challenge deadline for the next March Garden Escape. There are 3 more remaining. I'm really enjoying this challenge. It's such a beautiful set of prompts. I'm fairly happy with how it turned out. There were many struggles along the way, and a lot of the times I felt a bit discouraged because the colors weren't working the way I wanted, and I was struggling with the concept of creating a sunset atmosphere because I wanted it to be kind of shadowy but not too dark. So in some parts I went too dark and I had to lighten it up, and other parts were too bright and I had to darken it. You know, as they say, you cannot have light without dark, and that's what I wanted. I wanted a bit of a glow and this serene feeling of when the sun is about to set. It's such a lovely time of day. I love the little sprite, the gooseberry guy holding his little gooseberry lantern. There are a few things I'm not exactly happy with, but I think I was still getting used to using a wider range of colors again. I haven't been doing that for a while, so it's actually almost like a warm-up session for me, just getting the hang of these colors. Overall, I think it turned out quite pretty. Some things are a bit off about it. The proportions of her body, I feel, didn't quite get that right. I definitely could continue painting on it, tweaking it and pushing values and lighting more. I think there's a lot of contrast that I could add to it still to really make it to create the ambience that I wanted. But this is a fun little challenge. I don't want to overdo it. I would like to move on to the next one. There will be 3 more videos in the series, so stay tuned. If you like this one, please hit the like button, and also if you haven't subscribed and you really enjoy these kind of videos, please subscribe to my channel. Also leave your thoughts down in the comments. I love to chat to you guys and I always read all the comments, and we'll see each other next time. Bye bye.